talking about neurodiversity is very often, let me put it this way, not easy. You can imagine that people may have been bullied or teased or made to feel less than when maybe their attention has drifted at school, and why are you staring out of the window, or why can you never spell things properly, that kind of thing. So it's a sensitive subject, and sometimes people will mask or pretend that they're coping well when in fact they're struggling a little bit and they don't want you to know. So it's not an easy subject to talk about, and it can be quite emotional. On top of that, you'll also be talking about aspects of performance which are not coming up to standard. So it's a doubly difficult conversation. And at this point, the thing I've been going on and on about, reasonable adjustments, will be your friend. Because there can be a tendency when the subject of a neurodiversity comes up to either dive in and try and fix it, or to be a sort of semi-professional psychiatrist, or reference somebody else, a family member who's been told they've got ADHD or dyslexia, and you're getting in there to try and help and becoming involved in the neurodiversity itself, when in reality all you've got to do is to look out for ways in which you can make reasonable adjustments that will make life better for all parties concerned. So this is your way of avoiding saying things that might either upset people or outside your scope to talk about if they're medical or psychological, and prevent you from making any legal mistakes. So the first thing that we become interested in, if a person is talking about their inability to meet a standard in the workplace, and we either suspect or know that there's a neurodiversity in play, all we're primarily interested in is, what is your current experience like, and how would you rate it? What do we need it to be like, or what would you like it to be if it were improved? How would you know that this is improved? And then what adjustments are we going to make to get there? There is no requirement to talk about anything other than the place that we're trying to get to. So where are we, where are we going, and then how are we going to get there? That's all you've got to do. Now then, it may be that during the course of that conversation it becomes reasonable to suggest that a cognitive test it becomes the right thing to do. But try to avoid using any of the terms dyslexia, ADHD, ASD, any of those labels at all. Try to avoid using them and just talk about what we're trying to achieve, which is an improvement in a specific or a number of different functions to achieve our desired objective in the workplace. I will give you a kind of worked example in the next video.